All right, folks. We're here with more Utsu-P, their song Black Hole Artist. I do have to give a shout out to an individual on DeviantArt who wrote up, translated the lyrics, excuse me, because I wasn't able to find anything otherwise. So, yeah, well, I'm going to be periodically flipping back and forth, but all we have here on this side is just this visual. Super, super cool. Love the the sort of graphic there with the logoing. So yeah, I'm very excited. I just realized how they stylized Miku's hair to like look like that. That's cool. Anyway, let's just jump into this. Let's see what we got going on. We've loved Utsu from here so far, so I don't think that'll change anything. Let's go. Okay. Kind of makes me think of like Slipknot. Okay, longer intro. You love to see it. Ooh. Singing along with the guitar, that's dope. Okay, so we're getting back into the verse here, or the second verse, excuse me. A lot of these ideas of just, people being critical of other people, and not just in terms of art, but like in terms of who we are as people. Like, and I don't just mean in terms of, living a way that other people might not find appropriate, but being being yourself, right? There's a lot of ways that people can judge what you're supposed to value, what you're supposed to do with your life, from jobs to hobbies to everything. There's so much criticism about everything. And, it's not even caring about shedding blood. It's fine as long as the illusion doesn't drop. There's a lot of ways where people will have a very hypocritical view of like, well, so long as this thing doesn't affect what I care about, then I don't care about it. But the instant it does step on what I like, well, then I'm going to have a problem with it. And it's just, yeah. That piece of art's a joke. That piece of music is a joke, isn't it? Everything you do is terrible. Like, so bringing it back to the art type of stuff and music and stuff, what's weirdest to me is if you actually look at the history of something like rap music, metal music, those kinds of things, it is about expressing yourself regardless of what even the head honchos of the genre were about, right? A lot of people would say, no, it's not. It's about, even just a little bit ago, Stevie T, a really good guitarist, talked about this guy from Deicide, an older metal band, talking about, people don't really care about looking metal anymore. All these guys have like trucker hats and glasses now. Like, no one looks metal anymore. No one has long hair anymore. And it's like, dude, why the heck does that matter? And it's like, obviously it's an insecurity thing. You pioneered a particular look, you pioneered a particular sound, and you are so insecure about yourself, you feel like anything that deviates from that is a threat to you, which you need to grow the hell up, old man. I'm not even of disrespect to him. He is an older gentleman, and he needs to grow up. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Let's go. I love that when the guitar and the vocals merge. That sounds so good. I'm trying to think of a band that this sounds just like, with just the guitar and stuff. Sounds very, very similar. All right, the solo. Let's go. So good. Nice little yeah. That was awesome. Very, very cool. I love that a lot. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think definitely there's something to be said for allowing art to speak for itself. And I feel like that's the biggest distinction. If you are truly an artist, you're going to understand where other artists come from. You don't have to like their stuff. You don't have to listen to their stuff, but you can at least respect where they're coming from because they're approaching it as, I want to make my art, even if it doesn't sound like what everybody else likes. But if you're just a consumer of music and you just want your fix, well then yeah, you're going to be upset if a band doesn't sound exactly like what you like. If you're an artist or if you're a musician that's just trying to make money, well then yeah, you might not understand art because it's not caring about trying to be the hottest thing and the coolest thing, which is why I think a lot of people feel affronted when you get an artist who does art, like J. Cole, like Kendrick, like plenty of other artists like that. They do their music for the art of it. Whitechapel did a whole album where there was no screaming at all. It had very sludgy guitar work and all that stuff, but it was just singing. You know, it's the difference between being a consumer and actually being an artist. And if you're not the kind of musician that cares to actually make art, but then an artist that does one-ups you, of course you're going to be mad at that because you're just doing whatever it takes to be popular and make money and stuff. And could never be me. But I say this as someone who's kind of on a hiatus with his own music, but that's a whole different story. What do you guys think about this song? What do you think about this artist? What other stuff should I check out from them? Tell me in the comments. That also lets me know how many of you have watched to the end of this. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and shout out to the person on DeviantArt again who did the translating for this, Shinkoringo. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. And that's all I got to say about that.